Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And I'm your boy, The Ruck Report.
So,
cheers.
Okay, yeah, I was waiting for it.
Dad hat.
Football.
Got it on.
Is on.
Young and man.
Young and man.
Oh.
Yo, ain't nothing better.
Snacks.
Ain't nothing better than the remix with Jada Kiss with the raspy voice.
That, yeah, like I said, yeah, she's definitely doing her thing. You know what I mean? But so when we was talking off the air, you guys were a little upset with the game. So last night, the Carolina Panthers played the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos ended up winning.
Tragedy.
As you call it, but listen, I had the Broncos do
Tragic.
so. But I think that you guys made a valid point.
Wait, you had the Broncos?
The Broncos did, yeah.
Yeah,
Broncos did.
you got the
I had the Panthers did.
Yeah,
you got the Panthers who put up points for you.
yeah.
Yeah, I got some points.
You can see it. You see how many points you have.
If Quet Goodell and Richard, Richard Vincent London wasn't blocking me for fantasy right now.
Listen, that was in basketball. Okay, I told y'all people if y'all talk about my guy from LeBron, what's gonna happen. So we did. So I think that you guys were saying how it was a travesty how they was letting Cam Newton get touched like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I seen 2 hits. I'm like, ooh, okay, that was kind of close. But then they want to throw the flag for dudes getting into a little scuffle. Not even a scuffle, but like a little argument after.
Listen.
You know what I mean? So it's like, wow.
17
points, baby.
I got some points.
We checking out D-Ruck team, his fantasy team.
This is what I don't understand about the NFL. They go through the summer and go through these meetings with the rules committee and say, okay, we're going to call this. You're not going to call this. We're going to do this and that. All right, cool. So you open the game on Carolina's first scoring drive, right? Cam hits Kelvin Benjamin. Shout out to Kelvin Benjamin for making it back this season.
Over the middle. He never left, right?
Mm-hmm. Like he never left. Little man was on him, and anybody stands next to him is little man. They scored a touchdown. The lineman gets excited and is jumping up and down in place. In place. Chris Harris is standing there, turns around like he want action, and they throw a flag.
No, what happened was what I saw when he turned around. What the dude was jumping, his helmet came off. So, but I'm like, he never touched him. He never did anything. I'm like, what?
He never did nothing. Chris Harris didn't even say nothing to him, but you throw a flag. Okay, Darius Stewart. Before he hits Cam, Chris, tell me if you saw this. Now everybody knows, and we have all played football. We all read the scout reports, right? Mm-hmm. You know if somebody hurt. You know who their girl is. You know what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm. Who their girl is.
I mean, I went deep. I was asking people, yo, who they date?
Yeah.
That one right there? All right. I'm going to find out her name. So anyway, Darius Stewart runs up with Kelvin Benjamin after completing the 10-yard out. It hits him directly in his surgically repaired knee.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, oh, man.
Listen, people, we love sports. We love football. We love good old-fashioned, get your shine box football. Bring the wood football. There is a code in football, fam.
Don't injure a player.
There's certain things that you don't do. So that, for me, was the signal on how the game was going to go the rest of the night. And it so happens that 3 of those 6 hits that we're talking about, Darius Stewart was involved. You see Cam's arms go forward. His arm goes forward. He drops his head. Stewart launches himself in the air to earhole his dude. Now, Odell Beckham got suspended last year. I want to see what Goodell does.
Chris, can you pass more of them chips before I start?
I want to see.
Thank you.
That's all I want to know.
Go ahead, Chris.
Somebody talk
anytime Chris has like a sigh and he gets quiet.
Mm-hmm. It's coming.
It's coming.
There
we go. there we go. When he said, I just want to say,
mm-hmm.
let me just say this.
That's like when Barkley say, "But let me tell you something."
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
It's because, listen, man. Again, just to reiterate on, can you get my levels a little? I sound a little echoey in my ear. Yeah, just to now I don't even.
Wait, you got it?
I mean, it's live.
We live, people.
It's kind of live.
We live,
But
people.
we we roll with them.
But this is what we do.
Yeah, this is what we do. It's the
Mm-hmm.
it's the CTO right here, so we just
Yeah.
gonna roll with him.
Okay.
That's a little better. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm good. So, like, just to reiterate on what my boy Ruck was saying, I grew up on bull in the ring type football.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Just to put that out there. I love it. Nice, gritty, hard hitting. Come get you some. And let me tell you something. If the rules were the same old-fashioned rules, I would be fine. Yep. I don't, just to make my statement on, I do not like the new rules. I think football is too soft. I think somewhere down the line in the future, football is going to turn into touch football. Like, that's how soft I think football has gotten and how soft it's going to continue to get, especially under the stewardship of Roger Goodell. But I digress. The rules are the rules. And these are the rules that I know. I know if you got bad breath and you breathe on Tom Brady's face, you getting a flag. I know if your underarms are a little stank and you put them over Drew Brees' face, you getting a flag. I have never seen a quarterback get called for intentional grounding when he gets freaking his head taken off. I mean, straight launch pad into Cam Newton. You want to know why it was intentional grounding? Maybe, just maybe, he seen that somebody was coming for his dome. I never seen it called on Drew Brees. I never seen it called on Tom Brady. I never seen it called on stinky-ass quarterbacks like Matthew Stafford and Matt Ryan and freaking Ryan fucking Tannehill. They get hit in the head, they're calling it. I never seen somebody get hit in the head 6 times. A quarterback.
6 times.
Not only a quarterback, a premier quarterback, arguably, other than Aaron Rodgers, the star quarterback of the NFL, your last year's MVP, get headhunted 6 times. 6 times. And the only flag he got was an offsetting penalty. Where the fuck do they do that at? I'm looking at Gene Tessitore with the whistle. I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing. You know what it
but he on camera flinching.
But he on camera flinching, right? You know what it reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of last season when Cam Newton got hit and he looked at the ref and the ref says, "You too young to get them calls, young buck." That's exactly what it reminds me of. How would you? I'm telling you. And here's the thing, right? So they're gonna go back. Nothing's gonna happen to these refs.
Nope.
They're not gonna get fined. They're not gonna get, a reprimand. None of that stuff is gonna happen to them. And I guarantee, this Sunday, let any QB get breathed on wrong, they getting called.
No.
But where the fuck was you at when Cam was getting drilled? You were right on the field. This is the NFL that's all over this concussion, CTE shit, mad with the concussion movie that came out. So they care about the players. They don't want this to be a violent sport. All of this bullshit. And you got your star on the opening night of the NFL. You got your star quarterback. Because, listen, Trevor Siemian did a good job. But who gives a fuck about Trevor Siemian? You got Cam Newton on primetime TV on your first NFL game of the season, and you let him get annihilated. And not one fucking call. Not one.
Yo, you know how I felt watching that game? Yo, remember when T.O. did the press conference? Just talking about Tony Romo?
It's about quarterback, man.
Yo, I felt just like that, yo. I was like this. I had my joystick in my hand like I was like, yo, it's my quarterback, man. I was like, yo, that's my quarterback, man.
But you know what? But not only for that, listen, and I'm not going to pull a race card, but I'm going to tell you what, though.
Yes, you are, and I hope you do.
I haven't seen Colin Kaepernick get targeting called.
Oh, did you just do a Rodney Harrison?
I haven't seen.
Hold on. Son, you just did a Rodney, son? Son, Colin with us, man.
Listen,
I thought we discussed that.
What I'm saying is that
okay.
I don't see him, or I don't see Russell Wilson. I don't see them getting help either. You know what I'm saying? Like
dangerous.
When you I mean Russ, he slings that thing, but
quick. Let me just piggyback on some of the stuff you said. You don't see Russ get him, you don't see Colin, but just think about it. I didn't really see Michael Vick get him. I didn't never really see Donovan McNabb get him. I didn't see Dante Culpepper get him.
You got my point, right?
So you did exactly what you said you wasn't going to do.
I ain't going to put a race car, but
I'm just say this.
Tell the people one more time.
I'm just say this. If you're a Cowboys fan, you got that.
Jesus, pray for him.
Because if you get hit in the head,
yeah,
I'm telling you right now, he ain't getting a call.
Listen,
straight up.
It was bad, man. It was bad. The one, if we're gonna go back just to the regular analysis, because I was really intrigued with Max Kellerman and Stephen A. when they was on First Take and they was going back and forth, right? Max is definitely people's. Stephen A. is pause. Stephen A. is definitely people's too. And shout out to First Take too, because y'all talking about y'all want videos of people going at y'all opinions. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it now. Clean it up. Stephen A. apparently picks Carolina Panthers to go to the Super Bowl. One, I was pissed off because you disrespected my man, who you always call a bad man, which is Aaron Rodgers. Discount, double check. So you know what we're doing this year. But I think Carolina is exactly where they need to be. Mm-hmm. I don't think that they were going to go undefeated in any stretch of the imagination this year. And I mean that they wasn't going to go 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, whatever. I think they was going to get a loss early. But again, Carolina has less questions to kind of answer than Denver does. Now, Denver, on the other hand, defense looked good. I don't think they're going to get enough offensively like they did last night to kind of stay in games because they was really running off emotions. CJ Anderson was running like somebody was chasing him.
But that's what Gary Kubiak liked to do. He liked to play it behind his defense and run the ball a lot. But
I don't think they're going to be able to, man. From what I saw last night, I still don't think they're going to be able to because Simeon was getting teed off on two.
He had 3 picks.
He had 2 picks, but both of them I would say were. Listen, those.
But he took a couple good shots.
He took a couple, like the one where they got the last interception on him, where they were down in the red zone, and he didn't have enough to get it over him. But he didn't have enough because he got teed off on.
Yeah,
he got teed off on, and my thing, it all comes back to this. If Gabby said it the best, Gabby was like, "Yo, when these refs blow their job, because this is their job, there needs to be some type of reprimand for it. Like, there needs to be something to say, listen, some type of penalty assessed to them for them not doing their job. Because it was clear as day what happened to Cam. And you're right. Not to downgrade Trevor Siemian, because he did do a good job. Mm-hmm. He just wasn't the star. But he got blown up, too. And if you're going to call it, don't give me this whole, don't give me the Michael Jordan calls.
Yeah.
Don't give me the, he been in the league, so we got to give him that one. Don't give me that bullshit. Mm-hmm. If you're going to call it fair and call it the same way across the board. Either it's a targeting or it's not. Don't give me that he didn't get targeted on Thursday and then come Sunday morning, Sunday night, somebody's going to tap somebody's head with their pinky and the flag is going to be, every rep is going to throw their flag in the air.
As long as you're on the field. Yo, I'm sorry, Quinn, but you know what I was thinking? There's only one sport that I think refs are actually held accountable for the things they do in games. I think that's baseball. I think baseball is the only one that got it right. Mm-hmm. You mess up in a baseball game, you probably ain't reffing no more the rest of the week. But a football or basketball game, hey.
But you know what?
Next night,
at least in a baseball game, if an umpire sees that he did a bad call, he will come out. I remember
he'll say.
There was an umpire who caused this guy a perfect A
The
perfect
no-hitter.
game. The no-hitter.
The no-hitter,
And,
yep.
the Spanish dude, I can't remember. It escapes me right now. And I don't want to be racist and just say
He
Spanish
was
name.
the White Sox, Chicago White Sox.
No. It was it wasn't the White Sox. It was with the Rockies at the time. He was with the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, okay.
And he called a dude safe at first, and he was clearly out. When he got to go back and watch it, and he comes to the press conference, this umpire got tears in his eyes because he said, "I blew it and I cost this kid a perfect game." There at least was some type of, I know I did wrong. I can't take it back, but I'm sincerely sorry. Gene Testerton don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck that Cam was getting teed off on.
Is it Galarraga? Armando Galarraga?
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah. Is
Maybe.
the umpire ruins
That sounds about right. See, that's why I just want to start tossing out Spanish names.
And the umpire was Jim Joyce.
That's it. Jim Joyce. I remember the name. Jim Joyce. That was exactly it. And at least he showed some type of compassion for knowing that he blew the game. I bet you, if you ask Tessitore, I really didn't see it.
My bad.
It didn't look that bad. No. Here's their best. Here's their most common answer. Well, when you slow anything down in slow motion, it looks bad. Motherfucker, it looked bad in real speed.
Listen, Tessitore did this one time. He was like,
Yeah.
if you flinch and you ain't getting hit, that's either Blair Witch Project or you missed something bad.
Or that's that blue magic.
Listen, shout out, man. Listen, shout out to
It's a brand name.
shout out to Denver for getting the dub. Listen, that was a hard fought win for them because they should have lost that game.
But you know what?
Because before we get on I know we got on the refs, but refs out of it. The Panthers were up 17-7, coming out into the third quarter, and they ran the most vanilla. And I was saying it off air. They went run, pass, punt, run, pass, punt, run, pass, punt, run, pass, field goal, run, pass, interception. What do you do? Like, what are you doing? And mind you, now Denver is moving the rock every time. It was an interception, it was a fumble, it was. They were having miscues, but they were always moving the rock. Like, it was a point in the game I'm going, the Panthers, do they have a good defense?
Listen, I'll tell you this.
The way that they were pushing the ball on them?
I've never seen their linebackers look so suspect as they did last night. Keekly and Davis looked average. Very average.
Very, very average. Von
Very
Miller didn't look average. DeMarcus Ware didn't look average. And that secondary, which is the only thing that I said is still intact from that Super Bowl winning team, other than Von. Von is Von. We know he's special. But, they lost Trevathan, and they lost Wolf, right?
No, Wolf is still there. They lost Trevathan and Malik Jackson.
Yeah, that's it. And they used to give you so much pressure up the middle. So much. And I thought that they weren't going to be the same. But I said, I tell you one thing that didn't change. I know everybody loved the Legion of Boom and all of that. Denver Broncos got the best secondary in the NFL, and they still do.
True.
Even their sub that they bring in, Bradley Roby, but even though Cam ran him over something fierce in the fourth quarter, you know which one I'm talking. Right on the sideline, get down, little boy.
Getting to the end zone?
No, not when he was getting to the end zone. When he was running to get out of bounds on their second to final, when they got the field goal, on their second to final drive, he was running to the sideline. And he straight truck stick. Like, if you had the Madden controller, and the highlight pops up, truck, bam! He straight ran him over. So I give him credit for that, but I thought I was a little disappointed in Carolina's defense. I was disappointed in their offensive calling in the second half. You got Denver on the ropes in Denver. You put your foot on their neck and you finish the job. Because you let a champ hang around,
it's going to happen.
Hey,
come on. Happen.
It reminds me of when, God rest his soul, Emmanuel Stewart had Lennox Lewis, and he's like, screaming at him at the Tyson fight. He's like, you got a dead man in front of you. Knock him out. Because if he hits you, it's lights out, baby. I don't know if you remember. It's classic. Look it up on YouTube. Emmanuel Stewart is screaming, spitting in Lennox Lewis' face. Like, you finish this dude.
Yeah.
Because if you don't and you give him some type of life, anything happens.
Well,
but you know what? I was happy that this game happened because I was like, okay, well, like you said, outside of, like you said, Malik Jackson, Danny Trevathan, who looks like a lesbian, by the way. He looks very funny. Y'all know y'all see.
Well, I guess we don't want no sponsors.
Listen, I'm not talking about.
Jock.
Listen, I'm not talking about that. He do look like he might be. He's like, what the hell is that? He do look like a woman playing men football. But listen, So, but outside of that,
he just took my whole point away.
But outside of that, shout out to him because he's making way more money than me. But just to see Carolina line up with the same defense that they had to play in the Super Bowl, I was like, okay, it's going to be some redemption. And like you said, how they came out, they jumped on top of him. I said, okay, Cam got his little flow back. But I'm not really counting them out because, again, that was one game against Super Bowl champion. So, again, it's the first game of the season, got 15 more to go. But, again, I think that they can get their rhythm. I seen some spots that, okay, they need to work on. I see the run game was kind of clicking, but like you said, and then they start doing the old high school run, pass. Like everybody knows what's coming now because it's 3rd and 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
3rd and 10.
Successful on the first play, and then you run and it's not successful on the second play. You put yourself in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. It's an obvious passing down again, which what I think is the best secondary in the NFL in the Denver Broncos. You're just giving it to him. Yeah. First of all, you got that 6'5" man Kelvin Benjamin who's playing like a beast, like he never left. You got Greg Olsen, reliable.
Yeah.
You got Ted Ginn. If you blink, he can get behind you. Be a little creative, a little.
Well, can I say this? And this is what I think. This is my assessment of it. Carolina came out in the game. They scored first, right? Denver was able to answer back. So you got 7-7 game. Carolina then gets control of the game, 17-7. And I think the same thing that happened in the Super Bowl is the same thing that happened yesterday. They started feeling themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, you look at the game, right? Again, Cam and the rest of those guys started showing the same body language that they had before that got them in trouble. So that's why I say I'm really not worried about the game, and I'm glad that they lost early because now maybe that fire gets under you.
But again, they lost to the defending Super Bowl champs. You know what I mean? It's not like they lost to like the freaking.
Listen, the only reason I'm really not giving that a lot of credence, man, is because the Broncos really backed into that win. And this is what I mean by that. They backed into a Super Bowl win with Peyton that didn't have anything. Nothing left. Nothing. Right?
When you think of Denver winning, you do not think of Peyton Manning bringing it to Super Bowl.
Listen, C.J. Anderson didn't do anything in that game last year. Right? Von Miller single-handedly changed the complexion of that game on one play. The strip sack. Sack and the recovery for a touchdown. That's what changed the game. And then Carolina couldn't recover mentally. So, again, champions, you won it outright. I give you that. Carolina came into a game where they feeling themselves, and it cost them. And then, again, and this is the only knock that I have on Cam. I get the bravado. I get the attitude. You are a bad man. The sport will always humble you. Now, I know they're going to come back and be better next week, but again, you got to take that into consideration. And for me, what I wanted to see out of Cam was that laser focus of somebody that says, I got beat on the biggest stage when I had an opportunity to win, and now I get them again. This is like us. We played. If we get anybody that beat us again, you get it all.
So this is what I saw. I saw, like you said, I saw Cam get distracted. I saw them take Cam out of his element.
Mm-hmm.
When they took Cam out of his element, that's when Cam kind of went down. Again, granted.
He did a Crest commercial on the bench, bro.
Yeah.
He picking his team.
Yeah, but again, like you guys said, I think that him not getting those calls
Mm-hmm.
that he was looking
he's
for,
gonna be angry now.
that played into it. Because he like, yo, if you would have gave me this call when you supposed to, then this shit wouldn't happen.
But it's gonna make him play better.
Yo, it has to, and I really hope he do. I really hope he say, you know what, I'm not gonna get these calls, so now I gotta just put my head down, just do what I gotta do, and dab on this. I hope he do. I really hope he do. But again, I'm just happy he's football.
Don't make you want to listen to a 2 Chainz album when you never really wanted to listen to a 2 Chainz album?
I was telling someone.
I downloaded that off that piff.
This is why I don't listen to. Listen, this is why I don't listen to like certain rappers, because 2 Chainz make you want to go have sex with the next door neighbor wife. Okay, hair weave killer. Okay, my other rapper is Future. Okay, Future make you want to go pop some pills and drink. Okay,
I am not gonna agree to that on there.
And Ricky Ross, Rose. Makes you want to sell drugs. I swear, if you listen to Rick Ross, you think you can sell a whole 8 keys by yourself. I swear, I was in my car.
Chris, what is going on with this dude?
Listen.
I was with him until he started talking about Future and Rick Ross.
Listen.
I was with him until he started talking about this.
That's why we talk about what music do, man. Listen, I was in my car one day. I put my seat back. I called my cousin and said, let me get that whole thing. Let me get that whole. He said, what? I said, I'm sorry. He said, nigga, what? I was listening to something. Man.
If Spike Lee was here right now, he'd be yelling, cut. He'd have walked up on camera, cut.
When I think of cut, I think of that dude that was drinking that little Hennessy with the little yank. Cut. And he choked. You gotta watch it. I don't know if, you know, have you ever seen that dude? He had like a little thing of cognac, and he said, so he had like a little bottle of cognac. So he was drinking it. He said, shit, Snoop just down the whole thing of this. He said, shit, I'd do it. Shit, if I do it. It was like a little, he said, man, I ain't gonna be no punk. I'm gonna drink this shit. So it's like this big. It was like a little cognac. He drank it.
You know what? I know it's
really
he choked up. He started choking.
Cut! He said, I told you to cut, man. He said, I got it on my car. He said, I got it on the steering wheel. He said, man, we about to go to jail, man.
Yo, that's why I love what we do, man.
I love it.
Because we could do this, yo.
So
we could do this.
I asked for the whole thing. But go ahead, Chris. Back to sports.
I want to get back to a winning college weekend that we hadn't touched on. And where I'm going to start.
Where's
is Michigan versus Hawaii.
Where I'm going to start is I am so happy, and I mean so happy for Charlie Strong, because I've been pulling. I know they didn't want him in Texas. I know they didn't want him in Texas. Mm-hmm. And he got hampered down with Matt Brown's last class. And Matt Brown's last 4 classes were horrible. He got hampered down with his last class, and he's just now getting his guy. And on a big stage, on a night where nothing else was on. No other college games were on that night. And I mean,
Sunday.
Absolutely stole the show. And I mean, I never liked to root for Notre Dame. Ever. But they put on one hell of a show.
Listen.
Zaire, man, let me tell you something. Listen, man. Listen, that game was a classic, and I was so happy that it went into overtime. It just showed the ups and downs and the complexity of how a game can change by momentum and swings and things like that. And for Texas to put in swoops. In that tractor trailer package, when you know they running the ball and you still can't stop it. See, because I'm a runner. All right, I'm a running back. True. So nothing makes me more happy than when you line up to let the big boys lead the way for you, and they know it's coming, and you still can't stop it. I love it. Let me tell you something. That was a great game to me. Other than Choklahoma versus Houston, and I took that for
Let's go back to that.
It was the best game of the college.
I just want to go back to that because this is what my takeaway from the game. Malik Zaire. Yo, that boy is something special. But Mr. Kaiser. It's listen, man. Brian Kelly can't go wrong, but one of those boys is gonna suffer because, and it's unfair for him because he should be at another program.
He could come to Florida.
That's not really gonna happen.
But listen, we want to get him in a winning situation.
Listen. Don't talk about my Gators, baby.
Listen. Ohio State will have a vacancy next year. JT will be gone.
Well, if we want to talk about another
Come
situation,
on down to Columbus.
He don't need to go anywhere near Tallahassee because we doing that thing. Jameis said, "We ain't no puppies.
If you don't want
dogs.
If you don't want to have to give your little pants away, if you don't want to worry about your coach
dancing in your video,
starting 2 quarterbacks."
If you don't want to have to worry about him on your Snapchat.
Faking strokes like he hurt just so he can break his contract. We're going to Florida.
Yo, I thought it was great. I mean, that game right there was great. I thought Houston kind of giving Oklahoma what they always get was perfect. I think, yeah, I think Wisconsin giving Les Miles another heart attack.
Yeah, we were talking about run, pass. Run.
Wait. Did you see the Les Miles meme? It was like Les Miles playbook. Yeah. It was the Nintendo from Tekken Ball. Run left, run right, pass left, pass right.
Listen, did y'all see the one where the dude was like, Les, they got 16 in the box. And he was like, run. Like, what do you... Listen, first of all, Leonard Fournette is going to get hurt.
You know he reminds
me? He's going to get hurt.
You know what Les is reminding me right now? He's reminding me of Dave Wannstedt. Back when Ricky Williams was in Miami. He just ran Ricky into the ground.
Run, Ricky, run.
Yo, and Ricky would come to the sideline and say, listen, Dave, I had 2 months. It still hurt. And he would say, run, Ricky, run.
I swear to everything I know, Ricky averaged 30 carries that year. I swear
Listen,
I swear every game.
Leonard Fournette had over 37 touches in that game. 28 carries in one game.
First of all, I said this from the jump. I said, LSU plays Big Ten football. Why are you going to play Wisconsin like that? They're used to that.
They want you to do.
You know what Ohio State, and not what Ohio State looks like right now, and not what Michigan looks like right now, but Ohio State, Michigan, Penn State, Iowa, they are built on stacking the box and run.
Because
That's what they do.
Because those teams always have historically had to battle top tier running backs. You talking about Kajana Carter, Rashawn Salam, Eddie George, Maurice Corrett.
Smith, please put Robert Smith in there.
Robert Smith. So why? I don't get it. I don't get how Leonard Fournette is not going to him saying, listen, bro, for real?
Ron Dane.
Oh, Ron Dane.
Jersey. I mean, it's
Willie Green. Boston College.
It's a lot, but I was impressed with everything that happened that weekend. I think what it does is, for me, it shined a light on the playoff system just to show you again how they tried to make you believe it was fair, and it's really nothing about but the money schools. It has to be. Because Danny Cannell said it on First Take, on Mike and Mike, Houston has no shot. Win out or not, they have no shot. None whatsoever. So the crazy thing is we're probably going to be looking, just because of opening weekend, we're going to be looking at the end of the season, a team or 3 teams that are in the Final Four with 2 or 3 losses.
Oh, I don't think you.
And that's never happened.
I don't know about 3.
I don't know about 3.
I mean, but listen.
2,
think about it.
Houston don't get in for sure if there's 2 1-loss teams and 2 2-loss teams. They for sure are still not getting in if they go to their conference championship game.
Okay,
they need,
but if there is a 3-loss team, right? That's a top tier team that gets in.
Oklahoma.
Houston will get fed to them. and it won't be Choklahoma. They a wrap. It's not going to happen.
You know, they got to play. They got to play this team in a couple weeks. Shit. What's the name of that team?
Yeah, please.
They're up north. But they're not all the way up north. They're west. They're not all the way Midwest.
Are their colors like blue?
No, not blue. Oh man, who is it? OH.
Yo, listen, man. Don't be sued because y'all got another Bosa on the team, man.
Boy, let me tell you something. I ain't even gonna talk about Ohio State. Listen, we got plenty of the season to talk about Ohio State.
This is what I will say. Like I said, Chris, I agree 100%. I thought that game was an instant classic. However, and I know y'all gonna think this is biased, I was more impressed with my Seminoles.
Well, I tell you what.
Yes.
I tell you what.
I was impressed with my Seminoles.
I was. That game gave me a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions because I'm looking and I'm saying, Ole Miss, running these boys. I'm like, you got this dude Chad Kelly, who's sitting.
What's that show you watch on Netflix?
To my baller?
No, on Netflix.
Oh, Last
Chance You.
Yeah.
Chad Kelly.
I'm looking at this dude Chad Kelly who's running, passing, sending DMs to porn stars. He just went. Right? Yeah. He's just winning.
Yes.
Okay?
And his uncle up there loving every moment of it.
Every time they came to Jim Kelly, he's giving his brother a high five. It was all good. Then, next thing you know, the second half starts.
No.
Okay, I'll even give you the last run. I'll even give you the last touchdown. I'll even give you Florida State's last touchdown.
Wait. Their fans are idiots.
Okay, listen.
You know what happened? Halftime.
Wait. Before you start that, Chris.
Halftime.
Because you about to say a good point. I just want to say it. I called Florida State coming back. Let me tell you what. I don't know what it is. They are a second half team. I seen it do it 3 times last year. And when you got that dude, number 4,
Mr.
and you feeding him the rock.
I don't know if Delvin Cook is a running back or a wide receiver. I don't know what
he could be anything.
He is everything.
He could be anything.
But this is what they're doing, and this is what I like. And I'm sorry, Quet, for jumping in, but
because it's just Go ahead.
It's Seminoles. You know, if it was swole, I know I'd just be doing this for you. They're trying to turn Dalvin Cook into the number 1 running back drafted. They're trying to feature if he can catch the ball. So I get that. Again, what I think was, and what a lot of people have always downgraded, even when Bobby was the coach there, Jimbo has always been one of the best coaches in the country at making adjustments to everything that you do.
Yes.
And what they did was they watched that first half and they had to say, okay, Chad Kelly is doing everything, and then we can't do anything with Ingram. Right? However, they don't have anybody that can block our front 4. And then the young boy at quarterback decided, okay, let me calm down.
Boy, did he grow up.
Woo. Did he grow up?
What?
And then the thing was, he was at home.
What's his first name? I know his last name. Francois. I can't remember his first name, but
DeAndre.
Feng Shuan. They got nice Feng Shuan.
You know what I'm saying? So that is the thing that excited me because, again, you look at the teams across the country that are top tier teams. All of them have these blaring question marks that you can't say who's a balanced team. Texas and everything they did was great, but I still think if you have to rely on the first kid that was the quarterback, I don't know.
Let me tell you something.
He didn't do bad.
He did okay.
Bouchel. No, I thought Bouchel was great. I thought he was great. I thought for a freshman, he managed that game so well. He made key passes when he needed to, and he was also willing to come out the game in big moments so that they could run their special package when they got into goal line situations, and they were able to switch them seamlessly at times where they needed to. Bouchel is obviously the passer. You don't ever have to worry about swoops throwing the ball. Now, God help anybody if he could learn how to pass the ball and he can make y'all stack the box and then dump something over. But that's another story for another day. I who shall. But obviously, for the new freshman quarterbacks, Francois Feng Shui, he was.
You gotta turn that to sound like more added than that.
Call my wife. Tell her I'm on D-Way. Now,
Mike, look. Come on, man.
So, no, I did think Francois was the best freshman quarterback that I saw, redshirt freshman. But they were not the best team. Now, listen, I need people to – all of that is all great. What I need people to do is calm down on Alabama. I swear they done already crowned Alabama the national champion.
Oh, of course.
They don't listen. They played a USC team, and we're going to get into Alabama because I know how you feel about Steve Sarkisian and all that stuff. Listen,
Nick Saban.
they played a USC team that's been on the down for years. They've been on the down
since 07.
Since Pete Carroll left.
No, exactly.
Thank you.
They want to get those little spots where Lane Kiffin had them buzzing, but they were under They still were under their
suspension.
Their suspension. They still had that under. When they got out of that, they went right back to the railroad USC that we know without Pete Carroll. So they rank them. They preseason rank them at 20. Like Alabama versus USC wasn't going to be a rout. So then Alabama goes in there and routs them, and everybody goes, "Man, Alabama, man, they're just, man, that's just a different." They play USC to me is comparable to Ohio State playing Bowling Green to Michigan playing Hawaii. Because that's what I think of USC.
Very true.
I'm telling you, USC ain't
disagree with that at all.
They ain't beating Stanford this year. They ain't beating UCLA.
White chocolate? You think they beat
Chosen Rosen?
No,
they ain't beating Chosen Rosen, and they ain't beating my man Christian White Shoes McCaffrey. They ain't doing it.
They ain't doing nothing with white chocolate. No. It's just like that Twix commercial. You think they got packing tape like that over there at Right Twix?
Certainly do not.
It's not happening.
USC is gonna get. They're gonna get demolished when they play Notre Dame. USC ain't shit.
They're gonna get beat up when they play UCLA.
That's what I'm saying. Chosen Rosen gonna eat them up. We saw what UCLA looked like against Texas A&M. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Texas A&M. Them boys is good. Now, and I'm supposed to put all of this stock on Alabama beating USC like it's the freaking. It's not like Alabama had to play, somebody comparable.
It wasn't like they played Clemson,
right?
Auburn, or Georgia.
Or no, I know they wanted to play out of conference. And I don't think Stanford would beat Alabama. But it's not like they had to play Stanford.
I do.
Well, listen, if you saw Stanford versus Kansas State, it might give you some cause to pause.
They look bad?
Listen, Kansas State is a tough team, but they played them. I don't care.
But you know what?
Kansas State and TCU are normally really strong
But
teams.
you know what? Because Kansas State always plays up to competition. You know who they're like? Yeah. They're like the Miami Dolphins. Like Miami Dolphins, when it's a hard team, they play. Right. They come to play. But then they lose to
they're going to lose to Eastern Illinois. I get it. But still, Stanford looked a real one-dimensional, and I don't trust their quarterback at all. Please only give the ball to Christian McCaffrey. But that's another story. But it's not like they played and beat Stanford. You know what I mean? It's not like they went to a Big Ten school and they played Michigan and beat Michigan by that, or beat Ohio State by that. They played a team that just had a ranking of 20. It's not like 20 is only 5 up from from being ranked at all. It's not like they played some juggernaut and killed them. And they played USC.
But let's not forget that USC got that ranking because they're USC.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not getting. I got Mike. I got Stephen A. I got Bobby Cannell. I got Ryan Russillo. I got all of these guys. Just Alabama, like about to bust a fucking nut because Alabama beat USC. Like, so what? Look, what did I see? I seen a very, very good Alabama team beat a suck-ass USC team. Like, I'm not crowning them off of that.
I'm going to tell you what, though. If they would have played Clemson, it would have been a different story.
I can't wait to see this.
It would have been a different story. Again, like you said, Chris, I agree with you 120% because, I hate the evil empire. Okay? I hate the evil empire.
That is Nick Saban.
You know what I'm saying? Not only do I hate Nick Saban, but then they got this, like Lil Wayne, talk shit, smoke weed like Lane Kiffin. And then not only did you get this motherfucker, you went and got him. motherfucking drunk. You got us drunk. You put him on your staff. He's a special coach.
They got Stu from Coming to America.
Yo,
run, Stu, mama.
Yo, they said his job is to watch videos.
The red dude on the first. Don't try this falling down the stairs shit again, motherfucker.
You conscious?
Yes, he did.
He
I need help. I'm dead. He had put a Kevin Hart grandma. You sleep? You ain't sleep, motherfucker. Get up. You know what I'm saying? So you get. Listen. Like when I talk about, I really don't like Alabama now. Like when they got Nick Saban, I really didn't like him. Then when they really got the freaking really fallen angel, I really did. But then when you go put a drunk and drug addict on your goddamn team, I said, okay. Alabama, the A in Alabama stand for AA now. I know what it means now. I said, I can't deal with this. And when Chris talked about somebody failing up, goddamn, he fell up.
But you get fired from USC. Really, you disgraced. No. You disgraced USC. Not that I even care that much that you disgraced.
Lane Kiffin did too.
Yeah, he did. But he
did it worse.
He did it even worse. And let's get this dude a job. But you know, hey, who am I? Is Tyrone Willingham coaching? No. You know what I heard today? I heard an interesting stat that Charlie Weiss is the 8th highest paid coach in college football, and he is sitting on the couch. He's getting $2.1 million from Kansas still, and he's getting $2 million from Notre Dame still. Wow. But they can't get a call back. I'm done.
I'm sorry, but there probably was a bigger fail up than that. Listen, Jesus, I love you. And I know we're going to talk about your little cousin, Tim Tebow. But you get a contract from the Amazings?
Oh, my God.
This is if people.
Hold on, before you start.
No. I'm gonna give it to your team.
Before you start my mess, I just want to let you know.
I'm gonna give it to your team.
We are on a winning streak, and we are going to make that wild card spot. Now, do you think?
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of the show where we get real. Okay, we're gonna go into this intervention. The guy that does the show on A&E is coming in right now because he needs to talk to Chris about his amazings. Okay? Your amazings are going to do what your amazings are going to do. God rest his dad. Dennis Green. The mess are who they vote. Yo, you get Tim. This is why I'm kind of upset with the whole story, though, right? Tim Tebow. Probably from the University of Florida. Go Gators, right?
One of the best speeches ever.
Probably one of the best college quarterbacks to play the game.
Oh, he is the best college.
Right?
Yep.
Gets into the NFL. Takes a bad Denver team, kind of resurrects them, and wins an improbable matchup against Ben and the Steelers. Yep. Right?
Can you just give me a little more context on that game? Because it was been sucking the whole game.
He had been stinking the whole.
They were not afraid of him passing one bit. He threw a freaking 6-yard slant that Demaryius Thomas did all the work. Please.
He had been
to get him the ball.
Stinking the whole game.
I could have got Demaryius Thomas.
He went into halftime and read the fable of David and Goliath, and they believed. That's all. What would Jesus do? What would Tim do? He made a 6-yard slant.
Tim 316.
He got them a playoff win. Now, the baseball, okay, I get the aspirations. You're a professional athlete. You play different sports. You feel like you can be a pro. Great. I get that. But the thing that got me on the story is this. There were, in the last 6 months, right, 5 teams from the CFL that offered him a contract to come play, start, be their number one quarterback. He turned every offer down. Now, if you're trying to sell me on the fact that you want to be a quarterback, that's all he's been saying, right? Why not take a chance to go into the CFL when you know they're going? Chris, what do they do in the CFL?
Pass the ball.
Chris, if you're a running back, are you going to the CFL?
No, sir.
If you a wide receiver that can throw a 10-yard out and think you're a quarterback, are you going to the CFL? Yes.
If you want a shot, that's where you better go.
If you're a left-handed quarterback, guess where you going? You mean to tell me Doug Flutie did it and you can't do it? You think you better than Doug? You think you better than Warren?
You definitely ain't better
Kurt.
than
But this is the curse of the Amazings, which by chance will melt down. They're going to melt down. I'm sorry, Chris. They're going to melt down.
You see them
This
running
is
right
what
now? Cespedes is out of his mind right now.
Yes.
Chris.
Curtis Granderson, you would have thought this was 10 years ago the way
Chris.
Curtis Granderson is playing right now.
Let me tell you something.
And Jose Reyes,
The-
all
the women,
domestic violence charges aside, that motherfucker is hitting.
yeah, he hitting all right. He literally hitting. Listen, Reyes. Let me tell you exactly what happened with Chris Metz, and I'm gonna go now. First of all, Curtis Granderson, the Grandy man, is on that deer antler P that Ray Lewis is on.
Good.
Okay, and somebody telling him right now, right? Cespedes, you young. I ain't gonna mess with you because you young. You might want to come to the Yankees.
He don't understand the words you're saying right now. He don't speak no English.
Bada bada, da meaning that. Right?
Cespedes speaks in English.
He can't
Now,
speak the English.
Reyes, he done went back in the Bronx and got all those other chicks that he was swinging on for real, and it's gonna melt down, man. The Dark Knight ain't pitching right no more.
Dark Knight is out for the season.
Dark Knight going.
The only
Thor is
the only one we got balling right now.
Thor is the only one I respect.
And
he the only one I respect.
Listen,
Thor. That's
Thor is doing his thing.
Okay.
But
what else?
And the whole team together, they're finally playing. Even though we were built on pitching, our pitching is kind of, I don't want to say suspect, but it ain't as strong as it was last year.
But he don't want to say suspect. Yo, what's that line that Hov said, man? We don't believe you. You need more people.
Listen, Bartolo Colon, I know he's 157 years old, but yo, he is winning.
And he's 400 pounds. 400 pounds.
Yo, Bartolo Colon. I met Bartolo Colon in 1961. He was walking down the street and punched me in his chest. I said, Bartolo? He said, Poppy. I said, why you punch me in his chest?
I don't know you. I don't know you. Let me tell you something about the Mets, okay? That I love about the Mets. The Mets is about taking a shot, okay? They still paying your boy Bobby Bonilla. They still paying him.
How about that?
And you know why they call him the Amazing Mets, Chris? Do you know why they call him the Amazing Mets? No, I'm asking you. Do you know the real story?
I know the real story because they're amazing.
No. You know why you know why they call it the Amazing Mets?
Major key.
Because listen, the stuff that y'all do, you like, yo, you gotta be. Listen, they got some amazing coke. Look at your boy Down Strawberry, okay? Listen, that's why they call it amazing. Listen, the funniest shit was right. My brother, he's 22. So he's young. He walks outside. And he had a Coke Boy T-shirt, and it had Down Strawberry and Down Kettle. I fell out.
Let me tell you something. That's a good ass shirt, yo.
Yes. I fell out.
Yo,
I was done.
Hey, yo, you know what the thing is about the Mets? So they never disclose. Yo, y'all know Rick James is their manager for 13 years.
Well, for real. Listen. When you talk about amazing, man, they talking about. Listen, I knew that. The owner, and they had some drugs because they call it 86. That's a magical season. Blue magic. Amazing. These are the words that you.
Doc was dealing though, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
He was cooking.
He was dealing. Doc was dealing.
Strawberry was cooking. You did right. Listen.
These are the words
when
you describe the Mets, you describing a drug. It's amazing. Magical.
I ain't asking for these people to babysit my kids. I want you to win some games.
Listen, they rally cry. Used to be 1, 2, 3, booger sugar.
Yeah. You know how listen.
That white horse.
And don't think I ain't see a coach calling this. Not guilty.
I'm cool.
Listen, I seen it.
You ain't never gonna get me morally on some sports. I'll do whatever you want to do.
So listen.
So we beat some games. I don't give a fuck about your personal life. We beat some games.
So when you ask, why did they sign Tim Tebow? There it is. They needed Jesus.
Is on a development deal where, listen, he ain't on the Mets. He gonna be
a check.
Minor league.
He getting a check, man.
He's playing high school ball.
Yo, he's gonna play.
High school ball.
He's probably gonna play AA ball.
Listen, I don't care if he played for the Norfolk Tigers, which is the Mets affiliate. Shout out to the Norfolk Tigers.
If you do good, send him on up. If not, send his ass packing. It's not a big deal that listen. Did I want to hear the news that Tim Tebow signed to the Mets?
Yes.
No, I didn't. As soon as I seen it, I said, "Oh fuck!" Like, you know what I mean? But
when they said that, when they reported on ESPN, the manager was at the table like, "Wait, what? What happened?"
You signed him? Chris is the only Mets fan I know who don't do blow. Every Mets fan I know, 75% of them got to do blow. I'm telling you.
John West.
Yeah, listen.
The bunny chaser.
John hangs out with a lot of them. Anyway, listen. You ever heard a Mets fan talk? Get the fuck out of here, huh? The fuck out of here. The fuck you talking about, the moolies, huh? The fuck out of here.
The guy that Eddie was about to fight.
Yeah.
The first thing I thought was
a Mets
Eddie
fan.
Murphy.
A Mets fan.
The first thing I thought about was Eddie Murphy.
Yo.
Was that delirious or wrong? I think it was delirious.
That was delirious.
That's the first thing I thought about.
Thor, go get in your IROC Z28.
This guy talking about some.
Go get your shine box, man.
We got this fucking Spanish guy here. Them about to blow that come with that guy. Fucking huh? That's the Mets fan. Chris is the only Mets fan I know who don't do blow.
The only one.
But
listen, man.
But again, listen.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're having so much fun. We having so much fun. Yeah, please meet the Mets.
Listen, baby boomers. That's all I'm gonna say. Go Yanks.
I can't wait, man.
Baby boomers.
Let's get these Mets popping. Let's get into the playoffs.
We're at a point where you see domestic violence is down once football season starts. Domestic violence goes down when the season starts because everybody start hugging their wife. Their wife, man, I just want to give you a hug, baby. Come here. The game's on.
It go down until they team lose.
Yeah. Listen, I know people, and I'm not gonna put nobody on blast, but I know when they team lose, I know they smack their girl up. I know.
That's not funny.
Hey, Chris.
It's not.
Hey, Chris. There's no way that we can put this show out.
We got to.
Yo, you know how many people he done insulted the world, Craig.
Listen, don't shoot the messenger.
In 32 minutes.
Listen, don't shoot. Listen.
He saw that. You know what? He acted more and more like the landlord from Coming to America. There's some flies in there, but you born from Africa. You used to that.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Listen, shit real. Listen. I watched the news that I really watched. They had 2 heroin parents passed out on the news like this.
Yo, let me tell you.
So this show is doing nothing.
It's a damn shame what they did to that dog. That's all I got.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They told him they gave him an apartment with a view.
Man, what to call Muhammad Ali? God damn it, it should be called Muhammad Ali. Mama come play. All
right, so let's just keep it going. But
we are keeping it going. We having fun.
But
this
really
candy right here is like I'm on some blow. Okay, I feel
like
a Mets fan. I feel like a Mets fan.
Yeah.
Listen,
right, so
Mets fan needs blow and that fair word. Get the fuck out of here. I seen the.
So
I been hearing Chris say that too. Think about it. Chris like, man, get the fuck out of here. I been hearing Chris say that.
I don't know if I ever said that.
Yo.
Yes, you did.
All right, so let's keep it going.
Fuck it,
and I definitely know that Chris I'm about to set Chris off, right? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about that disease rhinoceros pizzle, Ryan Lochte. Chris, what you got to say about Ryan?
You know what? I got a lot lot to say
What
about
you got
Ryan
to
Lochte.
say about
I got a
Slim
lot to say about Ryan Lochte.
Shady?
You know,
Swim Shady.
and it's something that we didn't say on air when we kind of touched on Ryan Lochte. Ryan Lochte did an interview on Ellen today. He did an interview on
Ellen was
today.
talking to him?
Ellen, and I like Ellen. I really do like Ellen.
Cool as shit.
She cool as shit.
Yeah, she got your godson drunk, too. You seen that, huh?
I know. I'm gonna call him though.
But him just being on Ellen shows how much America is accepting to what he did.
Yeah.
Not only is he on Ellen, he about to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
And the commercial is like an Olympic gold medalist, and they go Lori Hernandez, and the other one, yeah, that guy, Ryan Lochte.
Wow.
Like, so now they're about to make some money off of him disgracing the United States.
Woo!
But they mad that Colin Kaepernick took a knee. But before I get deep into that,
Somebody give me $1 so we can throw it on
I know,
you.
right?
He preaching.
something that I
Throw the
talked
dollar
about.
there.
Let me wipe this brow.
Something that I talked about off the air. You tell me right now. You tell me if Boogie Cousins did the exact same thing, that America would be so accepted. Mind you, Ryan Lochte was a 32-year-old kid who was just having fun, who just made a mistake. Boogie is what, 24, 23?
Yo.
He would have been a grown adult thug,
There you go, thug. There we go.
Thug.
Gotta use it.
Yo.
Ding, 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 ding.
a.k.a. nigga,
This is where
out
we
here
need
wilding in these streets.
the clue bomb, son.
I know.
But-
Right now, we even need a clue bomb or a praise break for what Chris is doing right now.
But
Ding, ding, ding.
but I'm talking facts because
True.
Ryan Lochte is just he straight lied, made America look like a bunch of entitled, white privileged jerks.
Yep.
That's what he made America look like. And America is just going, it was Brazil. We don't really give a fuck. But if it was a black dude, if it was Boogie, if it was Draymond, one of the black guys on the list, if it was Gabby Douglas, if it was Simone Manuel, if it was one of them, they would be a stain on America. You went to another country and you made America look like this, you thug. Because I can't say what I want to say on TV. You thug. But Ryan Lochte get the pass though, right? Ryan
So
Lochte
that's what I want to ask you.
straight get the pass.
What you think about the suspension? Is 10 months justified?
Who gives a fuck about the 2017 U.S. World Championship?
Trials,
Nobody gives a fuck. Not in swimming. Nobody gives a fuck. Win Olympic gold. That's what America cares about. That's what anybody who watches anything cares about. Nobody cares about you getting suspended for 10 months. Big fucking whoop. They would have wanted, let me tell you something. They would have wanted DeMarcus Cousins' head on a platter, blackballed, banned from the NBA.
Absolutely.
For the action that he did.
Look, they would have did DeMarcus like they did Mos Def. They would have told him he can't come back in the country.
They would have told him he can't come. They're already making excuses for, well, he never really, he told his mom that he got robbed, and his mom went and, told the story. So
He didn't have a gun to his
He
head.
was just trying to, protect his mother. You 32, the fuck you lying to your mother for anyway? What is she going to do, put you on punishment?
What's your fat ass mother gonna do?
What is your mother going to do? Yo, mom, I know I can call mine. Yo, mom, I got crazy fucked up. I got crazy. Yo, I did some wild shit. And she, the fuck is wrong with you? That's what I would have got. He couldn't do that. But already America and the United States, I saw that too. They're already starting him in the redemption story. They're already starting. We're going to get him on the road back to second chance. Everything's going to be fine, Ryan. We got you. You see, Ryan was walking around Olympics with green hair. He do an interview. He looked clean cut, khaki, got the V-neck turtle, the V-neck sweater vest on. I'm so sorry that I left my guys hanging. He talking proper now. He was talking like a thug who listened to Future when the Olympics was on.
I got the key.
Yo, that's what he was talking like. But now he a proper, blue collar white American now.
Yo.
I'm 31. I ain't been called a kid in forever. Let me break the law and do something. I guarantee you, they ain't gonna call me no kid. They might call me a boy, but that's a different meaning behind that.
I was about to, Chris, go ahead.
They might call me a boy, but there's a different meaning behind that. And again, all of this, they're just like sweeping under the rug. Listen, but let's focus on Colin Kaepernick taking a knee and sitting down. And let's focus on Brandon Marshall because they're being so disrespectful.
Listen, they trying to get Jack McCoy to come out of real TV to prosecute Colin and Brandon. I'm just saying, man. 10 months. Bobby Shmurda got 7 years.
Bobby Shmurda
he gave us this money dance, people.
He was involved in some serious shit.
I think Ryan was too. I mean, it wasn't nothing more serious than Ryan hair color and then that story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Again, see, this is why, when we shout out to everybody who listened to the podcast and they had their comments about the Colin Kaepernick, people didn't agree with us, but I said, listen, what Colin Kaepernick said was not wrong. He never disrespected anybody. Only thing he did is said, I would not pledge a flag where people who are minorities are being oppressed and they're not getting treated fair.
No, it's deflecting. All of it is deflecting. Because that's what you can say. I can't listen to anything he said because he disrespected the flag. Also, you don't give a fuck about niggas getting shot in the street.
Exactly.
So that's not a big problem. That's not a big problem. So but not standing up for the national anthem. That's a huge problem. But hold on. You care so much about the veterans. I see veterans bums on the street every day. I don't never see nobody giving them no dollars. I don't never see it. I know. Listen, I wouldn't call myself real patriotic. Every time I go in the Stop and Shop, if the veterans is outside for donations, I give them what I got. But
again,
fuck you if I don't stand up for a flag and you don't think I'm patriotic.
And let's not forget, a lot of these veterans are backing Colin Kaepernick. Again,
veterans for Cap.
Again, he's not doing it to say F America. He's doing it to say, listen. And so I was having to talk with people, and people said he could have did it a different way. Listen, anytime you have African Americans, we have a platform, we have a peace march and all this, what happens? It gets unjustly unnoticed, and then back to whatever happened. So Colin Kaepernick said, you know what? We're going to keep this thing going. I'm going to make a show out of it. I'm going to let y'all know I'm not standing up for it. I'm going to exercise my constitutional rights until this gets solved. And again, he never said anything to disrespect anybody. He's just not going to stand. People say, oh, just a flag. Listen, do you know that there is a black national anthem? How many times did they play that at any of sporting events?
Never.
When I was in school, we used to have to sing the Pledge of Allegiance, and we had to sing the black national anthem. Exactly. There we go. But I don't hear that being played. I don't hear nobody having a problem with that. You know what I mean? So when everybody said, "Oh, he's being disrespectful," what he's saying? If you listen to what he's saying, I'm tired of these black people getting killed in cold-blooded murder. And again, he's right. So when you talk about him being disrespectful, no, you should say, "Wait, hold on." He's saying what? He didn't say, "Oh, I'm not getting paid my millions of dollars, so that's why I'm taking a stand." I mean, sitting down. No, what he's saying is people are getting unjustly killed in broad daylight, cameras out there, and nothing's being done about it. So you know what? I'm going to create a platform because as an athlete, now he's an athlete who's taking his famous personage, as you would call it, or who's taking his
platform. Using his platform of fame.
And that's what he's doing. And then, shouts out to the to the Seattle Seahawks because they're going to get involved in it too.
Well, Jeremy Lin already did something, and I know they got something playing.
And they got something playing.
Shout out to Megan Rapinoe, who was a soccer player who took a knee for it.
And nobody said nothing to her neither.
No, well, a couple people. No.
Because they are getting on her.
What they did was, in the next game, the owner of the team they were going against said that he wouldn't subject his fans of having to see her disrespect the flag, so he played the national anthem early so that she was standing at the time where it started. But listen, listen, at the end of the day, anybody who has a problem, if you have a problem with the way he did it, and you go that it's not the time or it's not the place, then when's the time, when's the place? Like that's my question. It's not appropriate. It's not the time. When is the time and the place to take a stand for something that's being done unjustly? When is it convenient to shine light on the injustice? You let me know. Let me know.
I'll put it to you like this, and this is probably the first time that I've done this on the show, other than when Cavs won the championship. In all seriousness, everything that I said in terms of Colin probably not doing this at the right time, not really thinking holistically about the message in terms of where he was as an athlete, I was wrong. Everything that he has done has been pitch perfect to me. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that is because at the end of the day, the reason that so many people are upset about what he's doing is because he's doing it with class and dignity and has a real point to put on his platform that nobody can dispute. Yeah. And then on top of it, he's remained literally clean throughout his NFL career. So it's nothing that people can point to and try to really drag him in the mud. I just think at the same time, it's so many other things that go on in this country, you know, and this is the point, the sticking point that other people try to come at him and really drag him through the mud, like Tommy Loren. I really don't understand how y'all
don't
people.
Even give that bitch
I really don't
give her no gas.
The only thing I will say about that is I watched her show a number of times.
Why?
In just hopes of saying, at some point you're gonna show me why people put you on TV. It has to be some semblance of intelligence there.
I tell you.
But there's absolutely none whatsoever. And when you're even destroyed by your own white counterparts. There was one guy on my page that I posted that took her down line for line. And it's like, I mean, the ignorance is enough to solidify why Colin is doing what he's doing.
Look, I got to tell you this about Tommy. And I don't never even like bringing her up because I feel she only does this for attention. She only comes out with, the only time you hear Tommy's name flashing, I didn't like what Beyonce did at the halftime show. That was
talk about Jay-Z.
I don't like Jesse Williams. Jay-Z is a drug dealer. She didn't agree. The Alden Sterling stuff and all of that stuff. That's when you hear her. That's when you hear her. So to me, she claims that she's not a racist, but I tell you that she is, and I'll tell you why. I tell you definitely why. Because she might not herself not like black people. She might actually like black people. I'm not taking that away from her. But her fan base and the people to who she puts her show out for are racist. Those are the people who like her show. Those are the people who get in her lane. Those are the people who always agree with her, and she is complicit in it. She follows what they want to hear. She's nothing but a young 24. First of all, you ain't even old enough to know real life. Sure. You 24. You don't know shit. And what she doing is she's a young blonde white girl who's trying to get in the niche of Fox News. And she's figuring that this is her best lane to get into it. She's going to be as far on the right as she can possibly be. And she's going to speak what people who are ignorant, who are big-headed, who are bigots, she's going to speak to their inner evil. Because that's what it is. She's going to speak to their inner evil. They're going to go, yeah, Tommy, you're right. And she can go, see, people, this is what they want to listen to. But I see her page. You got 250,000 followers. There's fucking bitches on Instagram that got more than that. Just twerking their ass. I don't give a fuck about what you saying, bitch. I don't give a fuck about what you saying. She's trying to shine a light so she could get a bigger platform. I don't even know if she really believes the shit that she said. She says it just to get the buzz going for the people who like her and would like to hear that.
You hear that, buddy?
So, you know what?
Because that's her favorite little tag.
Yeah, that's her favorite little. And she swears she's tearing people down. You know what is funny? Because the people who she claims she's tearing down, they never respond to her. You know why they don't respond to you?
Because you don't make.
Because you don't matter. You don't matter. You matter as much as fucking I matter when I fucking get on Ryan Tannehill. It's a speck. It's about that big. Nobody fucking paying attention. Bitch.
But we moving up though.
We can move up real far. And you know what? Nobody is still going to reply to you. They're not going to acknowledge you. Her claim to fame is going to be when Chrissy Teigen ethers her on Twitter. That's going to be her claim to fame.
I don't even pay attention.
I just, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Just who did the 49ers just let go? Barry Pascal, right? No, Miller. Bruce Miller.
Bruce Miller.
Yeah. Now,
he punched that 70-year-old dude in the face.
Punched his 70-year-old man in the face and his son in the face and sent both of them to the hospital. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Don't nobody want to say nothing about that.
I don't know, yo. This 70-year-old dude almost ran my girl over and stopped and shot with his cart, so he was about to get that work.
But that's different. They was probably arguing over pancakes. You know what I'm saying? They was at Denny's, the All-American restaurant. All-American. Ordering over that Grand Slam. And he said, I'm going to slam you. Listen, end of the day, people.
You want to go, bro?
Bro. You want to go, bro? You want to go? You want to go?
Bro.
I just, it's crazy, man. I think that people, man, with platforms just got to understand the enormous responsibility that comes with it. And whether you're trying to get a check or not, people crazy in this world, B.
Trying to get on Fox.
But listen, Tommy's going to say the wrong thing in the next report that we're going to hear. Tommy Loren
You know she said, because she commented on the Megan Rapinoe thing. And she was like, yo, you think I'm not going to get on Megan Rapinoe because she's white? You got another thing coming. And she said, you want to get mad that there's police brutality and injustices. In other countries, gay people are getting thrown off a building. If you mad, go there.
Yo, son, the most ignorant thing she said was she told him, yo, if you don't like living here, leave, because somebody else will take your spot.
Who? Where, Sway? How, Sway? How?
You don't have all the
answers, Sway? How?
Listen, you know what? I went back to like my old 8th grade teacher that was like so pro-black. Like, as soon as she said, I was like, well, we ain't asked to come here. Are you going to
trace me? Are you going to trace me back to where my ancestors came from? You going to give me my boat ride back?
You going to give me my 40 acres and the mule? I don't even want the mule no more.
Don't even give me the 40. Hold on. Just give me the proper amount of income that should have been given to my ancestors. Obviously with inflation. And I'll be on my merry fucking way.
I don't even want that because I know I'm going to turn into Tron from Dave Chappelle Show. America. This is how Tron is living.
For the city. Is that your baby?
Nah, I just bought it. Straight cash. Straight cash.
No, this dude was like, so are you going to give up your job as a truck driver? Truck driver? What? I work at the laundromat. I bought this whole truck. I'm rich. Thank you. Yo, man.
Yo,
had too much fun.
Every time she talk, I think about that Instagram. I think about that Instagram meme where it's like this girl. She's like, "How? How I'm gonna stop? How I'm gonna stop being crazy? How? Tell me how." Yo,
but they did what? Yo, the funniest meme I saw, right? When she first put the joint out, they did the meme of her talking, right? And you know what, Colin? And then they flashed to Monique when she was impressive, and she was like, no. And she was crying. No.
I gotta get on Instagram.
No.
This is the time you call Jose Reyes.
Yo, I'm done. Stop it.
We talk about baseball too.
Bully sugar.
I can't. I know somebody said she used to be an escort, but I ain't even gonna get into that.
Duh.
Oh.
I can't verify.
Oh.
Put that out there though.
How you think she got there? How you think she got on TV? Some old guy.
She was resting on her laurels.
She ain't got no goddamn laurels. Please.
Morals either.
Please. Laurels.
So that concludes another.
Listen, we had a great time, man. Listen, it is
always.
Listen, we just gonna keep rolling because everybody's like, yo, we have put on another podcast. And okay, so I'm just gonna say this real quick because I know people they're gonna want to hear. Okay, that's why I'm putting it at the end. Okay, yes, Okay, now we're gonna talk about high school real quick.
Oh,
Listen, all you people talking about some he'll have to be high. First of all, that they weren't high. Okay,
Yo,
Creed.
you wait.
No. You are not going to get up in here and start talking about it's Creed. This motherfucker was on Facebook supporting Creed / Hill High.
You know what? Listen.
Creed / High. And I was one of the only ones going, I ain't supporting Creed. You know why I ain't supporting Creed? Because Creed ain't Hyde. Hyde is gone. Hyde is Lee High now. Yo, you ever heard that? They go say, well, where'd you go? I went to Hyde. You went to Lee High? No, not Lee High. Lee High going too. I went to Hyde. Hyde going. That's where it was. Again, I said it in a perfectly elegant post on Facebook today. Listen,
that was actually very nice.
New Haven area, they demolished the program that was High. They demolished it. It got too big. It got too big, too fast, and it was bigger than their powerhouse. Their powerhouse, Hill House, and Cross. Mm-hmm. And what they did was they broke it down with the help of John Russell.
Oh, you name names.
Yeah, I'm naming names.
Okay.
With the help of John Russell, the principal of Hyde, they helped break that thing down into what you now see as Creed, so that they can be weak enough for Hill House to beat them. And listen, they won with a 35 donut.
Did Michael B. Jordan play too?
Yo, listen.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah, you know what they did? No. You know what?
His girlfriend was a cheerleader.
No, I give you an even better thing with Michael B. Jordan in it. Friday Night Lights, the TV show. They made Hyde was Dylan Panthers. They turned Hyde into East Dylan. Which, if you watch Friday Night Lights, East Dylan wasn't shit. So if Dylan was Hyde, East Dylan is Creed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not only that, but not only take a school to manipulate, but you take a school and put two other schools in it. Now, how the hell do you gel? You put a technical school, then you put a career, and I'm just like, listen, a shout out to Nate. You know, he was D coordinator. Listen.
Shouts out to Nate. I'm happy.
I'm happy. But listen, I'm going to tell you what. Nate told me, Nate is really pissed about this. Because, listen.
He pissed because he got beat 35 donuts.
No, not only that. But
defensively, you ain't do your job.
Not only that.
Nate, I don't know you. But I played football. And I know when you allow 35 points as a defensive coordinator.
There's a fire coming next week.
But to what Chris was saying was
don't let nobody hand you that day. If they hand it to you,
I ain't taking it.
Listen.
No. Shut up.
That is true though. But it was
Nah, listen, I ain't knocking Nate because I know Nate knows how to coach.
But listen,
he don't got the parts. He don't got the players.
Yes, there we go. He was like, listen, do you understand what the fuck we got to go through? Because listen, and this is why I hold him down, because I'm not a coach in high. Because listen, it was a little easier because kids wanted to go to high. It was like, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there.
If you wanted to win, you
go to high. But the stuff that he said that he deals with, I don't know how he deal with it. Like, I give him credit because, again, you taking 3 schools and then say, this is where we might be today. Not only that, listen, they're in high school. They don't even have a fucking locker room. They are changing in the trailer. Listen, first of all, we had that little bitty room. Chris, they are outside in the trailer.
Listen, there's no doubt. No, there's no doubt in my mind that Creed's got it bad because, like I said, they broke Hyde down. They broke it down. It got big, too fat. You're not supposed to be good when you practice on a dirt field. You're not. You're not supposed to be good. You're not supposed to be good when you gotta practice in your calf gymnasium torium. Because that's what it was. Because that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
A calf.
Yes.
Because that's what our calf / gymnasium / auditorium was. That's what it was. You're not supposed to be good when they put these obstacles ahead of you. And what happened was
y'all was running pick plays with the lunch lady, man.
With the lunch lady. Yeah. Hold on. Don't eat the lunch table. Yeah. Don't eat the lunch table.
That's a damn shame, Shirley.
Yes.
No cleats today. Everybody be in your sneakers because we got to practice in the gymnasium. Yep. Okay?
Yep.
That's what we had to go through. So seeing is that they weren't expecting for us to become champions. And not only become champions, become the dominant champions that we became.
In the city.
In the city.
In the state, too.
In the state as well.
Yo, so y'all was like y'all was like the team from the longest yard. Like when Nelly ain't
You
had
damn right we
when
were.
Nelly ain't had no shoes.
No, remember the Wildcats with Goldie Hawn?
Yes.
That was us.
with Wesley and Woody Harrelson.
Yes,
that was
was
us.
us.
You had the dude pulling the cheeseburger out of it.
With Wildcats.
Wow.
Listen,
You got to be at least 30 to know that. You got to be at least 30 to know that.
Yeah.
But so my point is, I don't want these Hill House guys to talk about, oh, we beat y'all. Listen.
Oh, no, they are.
Exactly. What y'all did was y'all picked us apart, dismantled, like Chris said, and then said, okay, you know what? We're going to play Creed.
Because as much as they're going to be happy about this dub, and listen, you got this dub, be happy. There's nothing I don't play football no more. Neither do you. But I don't play football anymore. I can't defend it. But this is what I will say. When Hyde was dominant, when Hyde was at the apex, your players, the players out there from Hill House, you guys may have wanted the player. I will not take that away. But your coaches didn't. Barbarino didn't. What's the other guy name?
Who?
It was the other guy too. What was well, I guess it was both of them was Barbarino. Canzanella. They didn't want to play us. They wouldn't sign y'all up. Believe me, high players in my era, I'll say from 2000 to about 2009, maybe 10. They would beg to play Hill House and Cross, and they never would accept. Never. Not the players. I'm sure the players, because listen, we all grew up together. It's just competitive. Yeah. We want to play each other. Yeah. I'm not going to take that from them, but your coaches were scared. Coaches were scared. And that's what it is. But listen, we didn't do a show. We haven't been doing a show because, listen, man, we got big news. We got real big news. The reason why we haven't been doing the show, your boy had twins.
Woo! Yeah.
Had twins. That's the bracelet right there.
Yeah.
That's the bracelet.
Yeah.
So, I had to take care of my girl. Shout out to Rose. Shout out to my two.
Shout out to Mama Rose.
Shout out to my adorable twins, my baby girl Dylan and my baby boy Camden. A.K.A. Cam.
Oh, Cam.
That's my boy. So we've been there taking care of that, man. And I just want to, give a shout out to my brothers right here who supported me the whole way. Yeah, man.
You supported me.
They know the struggle.
Listen.
They know the struggle.
Listen, you kept us out of jail.
True.
2 words. Jose Reyes. Okay? You kept us out of jail. Okay? But that's what brothers do, though.
Nah,
plus 2 words. Booger shoot.
Oh, yeah. I know you say, but listen, but what I was saying, because I know Chris can make it, you can make it, but New Haven, it was nice to see Bonefield finally with lights.
Well,
it was nice. It really was nice.
I have to admit, wasn't that I couldn't make it.
Yeah, but I know you're not from New Haven, so you don't care.
I ain't from here, and then I heard what the score was at halftime.
What was the halftime score?
It was like 21-9. But again,
in Madden, you cut it off.
Listen, but listen,
we came back from worse.
Listen, we never was really down. You know what I mean? But like I said, it was glad to see New Haven out because we never had lights. But I'm gonna tell you what though, if you Hill House, if you're thinking that you're gonna roll over the whole state, we got another thing coming. I wasn't impressed. I really wasn't. It was just that.
You sound a little salty. I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't saying you ain't telling the truth, but you do sound like a salty dude. The team just lost.
Now you know what?
Hate.
But when you running and you beat a team who was like subpar, and they not running counters, I'm like, you're running a pistol, but why isn't the quarterback keeping the ball? But anyway, I digress. As Chris was saying. Now when Hand come to town next week,
he sound like.
When Hand, you damn right.
He sound like Dave. Right. When Dave was like, I am the queen of the haters ball.
Yeah.
I hate you and everything that you do.
You, I don't even know you.
And I hate
everything that happens, that bad happens to you and only you. You know? But I will say this. It was definitely nice.
Everything that bad can happen to you and only you. Yo, he was like, this is me. Yo, we have.
If you ain't you gotta be probably at least 27 to cut off.
Yo, man.
If you don't remember how funny Dave Chappelle show was, bro.
Listen,
Oh, man. Hey.
Now, before we go, I got to hurry up so I can put some more water in Buck Nasty's mama dish. As I sip this water that I'm sure somebody done spit it. Yeah, that was shit. That was shit.
Yo, son, when they did the Matt Real World,
Yeah.
he's like, and you had sex with Katie too. He's like, I did not have sex with Katie.
Yes,
Chris had sex with Katie. Yes, you did, like so. Correction.
I did
have sex with Katie.
And then he came on. He said, I had sex with Katie too, man. Katie has a big ass. That's trying, living for the city.
He's like, you stabbed my father. He said, I was like, why? Why'd you do that?
He said, I'm bleeding. Listen, we gotta go. We gotta go. Listen, tune into us every week, man. Check our Facebook page out. Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast, man, on Facebook.
Check out the internet, man. Check out that website.
Check our website, man.
Check out that Triple G fight tomorrow against Kell Brook. That'll be at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because it's in London. You catch the replay at about 11 on HBO. But yeah, check that out. That's
and
gonna
we
be
will have the recap.
Big time fight. We will have the recap. CM Punk makes his UFC debut tomorrow at UFC 203.
Wow.
That's gonna be big. I think he get knocked out first round, first punch.
Yo, the other thing too, man, we got to make sure that we let everybody know key matchups for this week, man. You got to check out the Raiders versus Saints. Giants and Cowboys is gonna be big. Pats versus Cardinals. Gronk ain't playing. Gronk pocket Kai in the yard. He ain't playing.
Pick
yes,
of
Chris.
the fantasy football draft.
Ain't playing.
Chris got like 4 tight ends.
And then my personal favorite, Curl can't get quite right. Josh Norman is facing Antonio Brown.
That's Monday night. Get your popcorn ready.
Antonio Buffalo Wild Wings commercial Brown. 3 times dope haircut. Antonio Brown is about to do something to you, Josh Norman. You can say pause, but we ain't gonna say pause because your curl ain't turned over yet.
No, it ain't.
It ain't do nothing. One more time, Book of Sugar.
So listen, man. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy, Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Ruck Report.